Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. In this video, we shall be discussing about Venn diagrams. Now while discussing about Venn diagrams, as always, I will try and associate this topic with some other great topics of mathematics, and that too in a playful and an interesting manner. Right? So let's start. First, let's start off with the terminology. So either in life things happen or they don't happen. I'm just trying to relate it with a difficult topic, which is not a topic of mathematics but philosophy. So in life things either happen or they don't happen. The rest of the cases will always lie between the happening of the things and not the happening of the things. Right? So let us say, when we talk about something, when we are discussing something or we are talking about something, that we call it as a sample set. Because we are talking about something, so we are discussing a sample. So in mathematics, that sample is known as the universe of things either happening or not happening. So which is represented by mu. So now when we talk about something, we say that, let us say here we are discussing something. For example, we are discussing Venn diagrams. So I'll assume that A is nothing but we are discussing Venn diagrams. And we are talking about Venn diagrams. So when I talk about Venn diagrams, this is sample set of Venn diagrams. This is when we are including it, inclusive of. And this is a portion wherein I am not talking about Venn diagrams, which is exclusive of. So for further discussions during the video, if I am using A bar, now this is known as A bar or A complement. These are synonymous with each other. They are nothing but the same. So A bar or AC, which is complement, means exclusive of something. And if I am simply discussing A, that means inclusive of. So, can I say mu is nothing but either the things happen or they don't happen? Mark the words being used. Or. Right? So, if I am using a word like or I use a word like and, I should not use it unknowingly. I should use it knowingly. So this helps you, the topic Venn diagram helps you a lot in reasoning things. Now at the same time, few minutes back when we talked about, so or means what? Addition. And the antonym of the word or can be taken as and. And means together. Or means exclusive of. One at a time, another at a time. So can I say and can also be represented as both? Of course, both is always used for two. Please keep in mind the word both is used for exactly two things. Now, if I say or results in addition, and is an antonym of that, so and should be basically for negation. This is just figurative. I'm just trying to convert English, maybe conjunctions of English into operators of mathematics. Further to this, using some mathematical jargons here, I can say that this is nothing but union. Union is when you talk about the complete things. So for example, if I'm talking about this complete thing, I'll talk about a thing happening and a thing not happening, which is what? Union. Union is combination. Okay, but when I'm talking about and always talks about both. Right, so that means something that is common to both. Common. The word common has to be understood here. And common means what? Intersection. Right? At the same time, you have to be very, now further taking it to a next level. And the next level here is I'm associating the punctuation marks also with this. So if I'm using a semicolon means or means union means to add. But if I use a comma means and means intersection. Intersection results in negation. It always reduces. Right? Okay, let's go further to this. Now, there is a concept which I am introducing it here, which there is no concept like mu bar. But I'm assuming this as a concept. That means I'm talking about a pseudo concept. Pseudo means artificial. I mean, which does not exist in reality, but it is being made to exist. Which means I'm talking about, in certain terms, I'm talking about theory of relativity. So, trying to associate it with some other subject like physics. Okay. So, I'm introducing a thing like mu bar. It does not exist, but I'm making it exist so that you can use it for your betterment. Because when you're solving various questions, your approach decides how fast can you solve that question. So maybe this is a kind of approach or a concept being discussed, which may not be present in books. Okay. So if I'm talking about a thing that is not happening, and something that is exclusive to this but a part of this discussion, in that case it becomes this. And repeat, what I mean to say here is, if I talk about something which is not happening and I exclude this is just like saying I have included it. Right? Okay, taking it further, so now mu bar can also be written as what? A bar plus A? Of course. In short, this entire thing converges to what? Mu can be taken as mu bar. There is no difference between the two. Now the only difference here could be if I assign some value to A. Let us say this value is A, and if this value is B. When I talk about mu bar, this becomes B and this becomes A. They get interchanged. But at the end of the day, in any case, mu will be equal to mu bar, and that can be taken as what? A plus B. Now trying to relate this thing with a great topic of mathematics, and that great topic here is permutation combination. So let us say, in practical life, how can I experience permutation combination? Let's say it's my birthday today, and I have arranged for a birthday party in which I have invited a friend of mine. If the question is, in how many ways can this friend turn up? Yeah, the answer is already there on the board. And after a few minutes, I'll talk about this. Going ahead, now I'm going to talk about two elements. Elements here are A and B. Using the same logic as we discussed here, can I say this is the portion only for A? Can I write this as only A? Only this portion I'm talking about. Can I say only this portion is what? Only B? Now if I have to convert this into maths, now I'm using some words of English, right? And maybe adverbs. So in that case, if I have to convert this into maths, I'll say what? A along with B bar, along with. So along with means what? It's just like saying and only. At the same time, if this is only B, that means A is not a part of it. And this is an area which is common to both. So I'll say what? This is AB. And this is an area which is not common to both. Mark the word being used, common. So can I say that all these words are synonymous words? Which words am I talking about? And, both, along and common. All these words are synonymous words, and in maths, it means what? Intersection. So can I say neither A nor B? Of course. So for two things, now both is used for exactly two things. And when you talk about along also, you require at least two things. When you talk about common, for common, something being common, you also need at least two things. For example, you would say something that is common between a father and a son. And then you have to use a word like between. Okay. So when I say something which is uncommon to both, it is then only I use a word like neither. So neither nor is used for exactly two things being negated. right? So let us go ahead. So let us say this is the sample set that we are talking about. So can I say mu is nothing but just like saying AB bar plus AB plus BA bar plus A bar B bar. And while we are doing questions of while we speak anything in life, we have to be very cautious of the words that we are using. And that is true for anyone and everyone. For example, the words that I am using here, the choice of words should be used consciously. So, there's a difference if I say A and A only or only A. Right? So, when I say A, I am basically talking about these two sections. But when I talk about A only, that means I am talking about A along with not B. Now, at the same time, if I am talking about B, there is a difference between B and B only. Right? So, this is one of the ways of writing mu, which I can also write it like this is nothing but A and B being present, A or B being present, or both of them are absent, which is just like saying A union B plus A union B whole bar. Now what is A union B? At least one of them. And what is A union B whole bar? Neither of them being there. So from here you learn something. So when I say A union B, that means I am talking about at least one of them. When I say at least one of them, I am basically talking about this section and this section. And this is the section for neither of them. So from here there is something to learn. What is something to learn here? A union B can be written as AB bar, either A only or B only or both of them only, which can also be written as A plus B minus AB. How? Now I know that AB bar plus AB can be written. Now if I include this, I can write it as A, and BA bar from here can be written as B minus BA. Henceforth, this also can be written as A union B. So the formula for A union B can be either written like this or written like this. Does not make any difference except for the difference in the interpretation. On this note, I'll give you a homework today. Now mark the words being used, either homework or food for thought. Now we had already proved that mu is equal to mu bar. Now in this case, I want you to find out that mu bar should also be written as AB bar plus AB plus A bar B bar plus BA bar, and then deduce it further. Right? The last but not the least today, we were talking about, let us say that how to relate it with a topic like permutation combination or real life examples. So let us say there is the example that I was taking earlier was, let's say it's my birthday today and I have arranged for a birthday party in which I have one friend. In how many ways will that friend turn up? The answer is 2 ways. So either the friend comes or he doesn't come. The same thing I can say now, I can put forth, I can scale up the question now, I can scale it up. So knowledge increases when you scale up the model, not when you scale down a model. When you scale down a model, it becomes easier for you to relate. But once you have already related, you can always scale up the model. How? Let's say 2 friends are A and B. The birthday party remains the same. In how many ways will they turn up? The answer is 4 ways. Either only A turns up, or only B turns up, or both of them turn up, or neither of them. So in my next video, I'll talk about this further. Right? Now, if you really feel that something knowledgeable was discussed today, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you have already done this, turn on the bell icon for further updates or notifications. Thank you so much. Until next we meet, goodbye.